Hey, y'all that's here. Hey, Miss Lady Shani. Voodoo. Not gonna be long. It's one of those mornings. Y'all see where I'm at. I forgot to say where I was gonna be at, but that's cool though. You know, I'm over here on the Blessed too. I felt like let me get over here and do me a little news today. Y'all, I'm sitting here right now. I got the worst coffee. Oh my God. I was too lazy to go to the store yesterday. That's what tells me I need to start buying my that tea I usually drink. It has caffeine in it too. I usually would drink it in the morning. I think it's Yerba Mate, YERBAMATE, and improvise sometime because I had a big can of coffee, Folgers, a big one. It's gone. I'm drinking some of my husband's instant coffee. Now I had it in my mind I need to go get some coffee, but I ain't went. Oh, this is terrible, but I got to have some caffeine this morning. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all see how I'm doing? Somebody sent me a story. I said, let me come talk about this story. Actually, yesterday, you know, these officers, they do the most. They constantly trying to get away with murder, and some of them probably do. Some of them probably do. So anyway, I got my watermelon by me for my breakfast. Let me show y'all. I let this yellow meat watermelon. It's another thing I'm starting to want to eat too early. This is watermelon. That's breakfast after I drink my coffee. But anyway, good morning, Manny. Good morning, Deanna. Deanna, I saw you this morning. You right. Bonnie took that thing down, girl. She messed up the turbidity. But I hope we got some out of the little bit I did play yesterday. And then actually, when I came back on for the second time, I played Nicole's Ranting and Raving of the Threats. And you're right. How you going to threaten somebody to tell them, now you come here? No. If it was me threatening somebody, I'd be ready to go get them. So right there tells you blowing a lot of hot air. But anyway, let me get this story. So as y'all can see in my description box, I also work open chat too, because I can talk about whatever anybody want to talk about today over here. Because I don't got a lot. That's why I'm over here. And if y'all saw just now, Blessed Watkins popped on, I made a mistake. I was, you know, my tensions was Blessed too. So I straightened it out. No, we got it. She let me see. She let you see it. Hey, Jessica. I think that's what you know. We got it. She let me see it. Oh, she let you see the whole video. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you got it because that was terrible. But anyway, let me get to this story over here. Yeah, these officers, they just be doing the most. Thank you, Jessica B. Anyway, it's about this ex-Nashville officer, Andrew Delke. I know some of y'all probably heard of him. Takes a plea deal in the deadly shooting. And the plea deal, y'all, was going to be for 3 years for the murder conviction. But after 3 years, he can get his record expunged. That ain't the way it's supposed to go. Now, we're going to listen to it a little bit, but I'll read some of it first. Former Metro Police Officer Andrew Delke has taken a plea deal in the deadly on-duty shooting of Daniel Hambrick. Delke submitted his letter of resignation Thursday. Delke pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter Friday, and he was sentenced to 3 years behind bars. 3 years. And then it wasn't even first-degree murder, a second-degree murder, any of that, no more. It was voluntary manslaughter. He is the first Metro officer to be charged with murder following an officer-involved shooting. Delke was previously slated to stand trial starting July 12th and was charged with first-degree murder. Now, from first-degree murder, he pleaded down to manslaughter and voluntary manslaughter. Anyway, a protest ensued, and the protest against the plea deal gathered outside the courthouse before the hearing began. Later inside the courtroom, chaos erupted. Now, let's listen to the first part of it, and then we can talk about it. They just think they can just get away with everything. The man needed to be under the jail. Under the jail. Hey, mean girl. She said, that's good to hear Manny. The mean girl, Manny. I'm assuming, well, I'll come back to that. Let me get out that chat. I told y'all that's why I stay out that chat. If it'll throw me off. Let's look at a bit of this. Get rid of this commercial first. But when I read the story, when somebody said it to me, I said, no, that's just too out of line. And I don't know if they're doing it because then again, the parents are sued. I think they said they got a little over $2 million. And I think they think when there's somebody suing and get some money, they ain't supposed to get no time. That same thing happened with the Derek Chauvin thing. You know, they be feeling like if they get paid off, that's what they be thinking.
Officer Andrew Delke has resigned effective today, and that he intends to take a plea deal.
Can you put up the fair thing for me, somebody? Good morning, person. I knew you was gonna text me. I knew you was gonna text me and tell me to make friends. You do that every morning. Bless your little heart. But I'm gonna go ahead and start reading it. The family tore that courtroom up. Okay, Jessica, girl, we finna get there. Good morning, Slappy Slapster. Let me get this comment up here. I'll be forgetting because I ain't gonna be looking for a minute. Okay.
Tomorrow to avoid a trial in the 2018 shooting death of Daniel Hambrick. Fox 17 News' Harriet Wallace is live downtown after speaking with Hambrick's family. And Harriet, what have you learned?
A lot of information rolling out today. Here's the first thing that I can tell you. Now, former officer Andrew Delke is expected to appear here in court tomorrow morning, where that deal is expected to be solidified, and he's likely to go immediately into custody. Now, I've been working with the family all day, talking to Joy Kimbrough, who works with the family. She says that they left a meeting with District Attorney General Glenn Funk 3 hours ago. That deal is for 3 years, and the paperwork, I'm told, already signed.
See,
so let's just
3 years. Now they're out of line for even doing that. Let's move on. Okay. Let's hear the next one. They totally out of line. 3 years. As if the boy's life wasn't worth anything at all. All this old white privilege stuff they be getting. Fair use permits a party to use and copyrighted work without the copyright owner's permission. Let me finish reading this first. Without the permission for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research.
I've been going through this for 3 years. A mother's grief turns to anger.
Wow. Whole thing.
I'm pleading guilty today because I recognize that my use of deadly force was not reasonably necessary.
A former Metro police officer is sentenced to 3 years behind bars.
Mrs. Hambrick lost her son that day, and I am responsible for her loss. And no mother should ever have to experience the loss of a child.
The plea agreement leading to outrage.
It's not right, man. This is unjust as if you ever see unjust.
Team coverage as Fox 17 News at 5:30 starts now.
See it.
We begin tonight with live team coverage of the plea agreement for now former Metro Police Officer Andrew Delke in the shooting death of Daniel Hambrick.
Delke's 3-year sentence led to tense moments for both sides. Fox 17 News' Harriet Wallace is live in North Nashville to show us how this played out in court. Harriet. Well, you know, Erica and Scott, this all started 3 years ago, right here on Joe Johnson, when former officer Andrew Delke shot and killed Daniel Hambrick, a memorial in the space where he took his last breath, still standing. Emotions flared today in court. The family and supporters saying they wanted a trial set to start in 10 days, not a plea deal, with a lesser charge and less time. Lined by a crowd of supporters, Vicky Hambrick, mother of Daniel Hambrick, arrived in court one last time to face the man who shot and killed her son, former officer Andrew Delke, but not without one final plea from the Hambrick family attorney.
We're asking you as your citizens of this community, Judge Monty Watkins, that you reject this plea agreement.
But Judge Monty Watkins denied that request. In a courtroom full of family supporters, Delke apologizing to the family, saying his use of deadly force wasn't necessary.
These are facts that I will have to live with for the rest of my life.
Yeah, we don't care about all that. The
And
family
no
got to
mother should
live
ever
with
have
that,
to
with the
experience
death
loss of a child,
of her son
not
all
a
her
day
life.
has
So
gone
nobody
by.
care about what you're saying. I don't even think that they should even be allowed to even do get up there and make a statement.
Guilty to a lesser charge, voluntary manslaughter instead of first-degree murder, now spending the next 3 years in this cell.
Poor thing.
A deal Hambrick says she wasn't told about until after the fact.
Because of you! Because of you! I lost my son's father because of you! Can't believe this, Judge. I can't believe it. I've been going through this for 3 years.
A mother's grief
I can't believe this! Because of you!
turns to anger,
No!
clearing a courtroom.
I'm pleading guilty today because I recognize that my use of deadly force was not reasonably necessary.
A former Metro Police officer is sentenced to 3
Do y'all
years
think-
behind bars.
Miss Hambrick
Wait a
lost her
minute,
son
let me turn
that
this
day,
down.
and I am responsible.
Don't y'all think he should have stayed with the first-degree murder? They so out of line, y'all, for this one. And see why these people's out there protesting like that. They're out of line.
Metro Police are now in the process of working to get their specialized units equipped with body.
I don't want to hear about no body equipment. They should have been had that body equipment. Now they want to start talking about the body equipment.
At the door. Well, now here at the 5 spot, you'll also have to show proof of vaccination. The owner
We don't want to talk about that. So anyway, Delke pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter Friday, was sentenced to 3 years behind bars. He's the first Metro officer. A protest against the plea bargain gathered outside the courthouse before the hearing began, later inside the courtroom. Chaos erupted, y'all. Let's listen to this one.
virus case numbers started ticking up.
We just see things trending in the wrong direction right now.
That's why the owners decided to step up their safety policies. They're now requiring proof of vaccination
Oh, wait a
or
minute. I
recent
skipped over,
negative
y'all.
COVID tests to be allowed in.
I skipped over. Let me go back. This phone is so sensitive. I'm telling you, it's too sensitive. Okay, let me get back over here. But I just think they totally out of line. Totally. In March 2019, Hambrick's family filed a $30 million wrongful death suit against the Metro Police Department, accusing the department of racial profiling and bias training tactics and justifying murder of Hambrick. And that's what they did. They justified his murder. Metro Police called the lawsuit an inflammatory attack on the department. The city settled with the family in March for $2.25 million. And that's why they probably think the man only needs to get 3 years, because of that little funky $2.25 million. Now, in real life, of course, that's a lot of money. Who wouldn't want money like that? But that money don't replace this lady's child. No amount of money in the world can replace a child. So I believe they feel like since they got that money, like I say, same thing in the Chauvin case, that his life wasn't worth anything. Whew. Manny Fitz. Hey, Raw Black. Manny, how you feeling? I hope you're feeling okay. Let me see. This is terrible. So I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on it if anybody want to call in. But the family tore that courtroom up, y'all. I'm trying to get to that so we can watch that too. They wasn't going for that. But now the news, the one news that I'm watching on is Fox 17. That's the news I'm watching on right now. If anybody want to go see it, it's in Nashville, Tennessee. If anybody want to see it. Just disgusting, shaking my head. They gave the family chump change. Exactly, $2.25 million for a whole life. You can probably kill a cat or dog and get, well, I spoke on that. Was that a couple weeks ago, Jessica? Matter of fact, I think you was the one saw that story first too. I think you were the one asked the question, is a human life more important than an animal? Was that a bear or something that got killed? And it was like the animal life was worth more than the human, because I think the person in question shot the bear. Am I right? Do you remember a story like that? I think I did it, last month? Yeah, I just talked about that. Yeah. I believe that's what they feel like, that our lives are not worth anything. I really believe that. So, you know, it's just total outrage going on. I don't blame him. I would have told the court down, probably wouldn't. No, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say I probably would have grabbed the judge by his neck the whole 9 yards. But that's just terrible. That, you know, just like his life wasn't nothing. Just throw his life away. I mean, absolutely nothing, y'all. But they get away with stuff like that. Absolutely nothing. And that's wronger than two left shoes. So anyway, that's one story, you know, if somebody want to call in and talk about. Then the next one I was going to talk about, Dr. Dre, oldest daughter, is homeless. And she refuses help. Now, when I first saw that, I started thinking, wow, all this money, you know, a lot of celebrities' kids be going through some stuff. But if she refused to help, ain't nothing you can do about it. And everybody, of course, everybody know who Dr. Dre is, right? Everybody know who that is. Let me get the story. Hold on. Ooh, this phone be tripping. Here it is. Okay, Dr. Dre's oldest daughter has shared that she is currently homeless and not receiving any help from her hip-hop mogul father. LaToya Johnson, 35, told the Daily Mail that she is living out of a rental car and doing Uber Eats, DoorDash, and working a warehouse job to make ends meet. She said her father, who's worth $800 million, was helping her financially, but he abruptly stopped helping her in January 2020 because she has spoken to the media about him. His lawyer has said that my dad doesn't want to help me because I've spoken about him in the press. She said, I feel like I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. So according to her, the reason why her father stopped helping her because she spoke about him in the press. Way 2020, that's been a whole year. Is he holding that grudge or what? But then if she refused to help, that's confusing. Either you want to help or you don't. But I don't know, y'all. I just can't see him having a homeless like that. What do y'all think? Johnson said she has continually tried to reach out to him, but cannot do so personally and has to go through his team. Johnson hasn't seen her father in 18 years, even when he was hospitalized due to having a brain aneurysm in January. Johnson said trying to see if he was okay was like pulling teeth. Johnson moved to Las Vegas to California in hopes of finding a better job, said due to her financial struggles, she has fallen behind her car rental payments and fears she will lose her car soon. The car is pretty penny, she said. It's an SUV that costs $2,300 for 3 weeks. That's about right. For 3 weeks, let me break that down. Because I know my car note was, that's about right. Yeah, SUV car note can be very expensive. But now I feel like if she's homeless, why she want that expensive car if he took that help her? Do y'all think that they don't have a close relationship because she hadn't seen him in 18 years? And he was just paying child support or whatever, you know, just out of obligation? And she said sooner or later they're going to take a car. And Johnson, who was a single mother of 4, said due to her current hardships, her 4 children are currently staying with friends as she tries to gain some stability. Her teenage children as well are well aware of who their grandfather is, and Johnson said they can't believe that he won't help her build a relationship. Oh, y'all, I'm having a hard time believing this one. Do y'all believe he really just turned his back on his 4 grandchildren? You know, yeah, Stacy, I wonder. I believe it now. He mad because she has to pay that money to his ex. Yeah, because his ex is getting big time money. I wonder is that what it is? I don't believe because she simply spoke in the press a year ago. In all these years, he paid child support, and then she haven't seen him in 18 years. I don't know, but he do got to pay his wife some big time alimony. I don't know if he's mad. You know, Jessica said, I often wondered if these celebrity kids are just trifling and expected. You know what, Jessica, they grow up spoiled as I don't know what. They grow up getting any and everything that they want. And then, especially if they're not raised by their fathers, and their fathers is paying all that child support to the mother, make some of them as far as $1 million, depending on what they make a year. But when they get 18, they just cut them off. They ain't got to pay that money no more. They can't live like they was accustomed to living. And maybe it is. Maybe they feel like, well, I paid you that money all these years. Your mother should have some money put up for you. I don't know what it is, but it's a trip how these celebrity kids all of a sudden when it's through their parents when they become grown. All that money and that child support is paying all these years and she don't got no money at all put up for her. Do y'all think that that's some of the mother's fault as well? That when they get grown, the children don't have no money? Yeah, remember Kurt Franklin's son tried to blast him like Kurt owed him. Exactly. But they feel that way because of their upbringing. Now, if you was a child that wasn't raised by your father, like some of his kids, he didn't raise. It was in a total different home. He's paying child support over there. His obligation is done. But did they form some kind of bond all those years? They didn't have no kind of bond. And when they start becoming a teenager, 14, 15, 16, they got the mindset where they can go build a bond with their parents, not unless the mother taught them against them all these years. To me, it's just weird. I got so many questions in my head. Why don't have that bond? Even if he ain't got to pay the child support no more, why he don't want to help her? But in the beginning of the story, she said she feels she didn't want to help. The lady in the story, she wanted to help. And 4 kids at 35 years old and you penniless and you making struggles, where all this money at? Because y'all know he paid big time child support through the years. Don't you support set up some kind of trust fund or something for your children? I don't know. It's just a weird situation. Yeah, they just entitled. Kurt Franklin's son in his 30s. And he got mad at his father and tried to out him because him and his father got into a heated argument. And just because his father cussed, his father, Kurt Franklin, is human. Just because he's saying gospel and Christmas doesn't mean they're not human. They curse. They use names. I don't see a lot of people put other people in a pedestal. They think that a lot of people that don't know Christ or understand all that, they think that if you're a Christian, that you're not supposed to be human and have human feelings, that you ain't gonna never be in your flesh. It is simply not true. It's simply not true. And Stacey said, why have all those kids? But he took care of every one of them, y'all. His obligation to her is over with. And let me see how much child support is Dr. Dre paying his ex-wife anyway. Because I heard it was a plenty penny. Wow. Dr. Dre. How much money? Let me see how much money he paying that lady anyway. My parents told me that they would always help me if they see I'm helping. Exactly. And that's the way we go. My sons are grown men and they don't want to help from me, but they know if they're struggling, I probably have to try to sneak some kind of help to them in some kind of way. Because you're going to help your children, whether they're men or women. That's just the way it is. But if you, what do you call those, potato couch? You feeling entitled, you feel like you're grown down, and you entitled and you still think you're supposed to get that help. No, you're not going to get no help. Yeah, Stacy, that's right. You got to stop putting people on pedestals. Dr. Dre pays his ex-wife tons of money.
According to Entertainment,
Let's see what they say, how much he paid.
Hefty sum for spousal support amid his divorce.
Wow.
The hip-hop mogul was ordered to pay his ex-wife, Nicole Young, about $3.5 million in yearly support, according to court documents obtained by ET.
Y'all hear that? See how much money he got to pay her? I guess he think, and then, now evidently now they've been split up. You know she probably dating, got another man, whatever. She ain't gonna never divorce. You see that people in real life, you know, poor people like us, their husband died and getting the spousal support to Social Security. Because I do know of someone that actually had a child with somebody when that husband died. They raised the child, she was 18 and she's still getting the money, never remarried, so therefore she got the money, get the money all her life. You get what I'm saying? But she lived as having a wife with another guy, but she didn't want her only income. That was her security. Some ladies have never divorced. That's their security, to keep getting their money. But do y'all blame them? Maybe in the beginning they thought like, well, I better keep this security for 3 or 4 or 5 years just in case it don't work out. But they end up not working, just getting it, especially if their husband had a damn good job and they're getting a pretty good lump sum every month from their Social Security and survivor's benefits. Some of them lazy, don't want to work, but the husband that they've been living with all these years are what you call it, checking up a husband by common law marriage or whatever. He works, so they still have a pretty good income coming in the house. You know, it's cheaper to keep it. Exactly, Ray. Jessica, God working on me. Stacy, me too. Yeah, God is working on all of us, y'all. Yep. So that's another story. Now, like I just said, my description, and I mean, it's an open chat, because I really went with the mess this morning. Now, who's to say I probably won't come back later on? That's just how I felt this morning. Yeah. At this point, I said, let me come on here and do some stories. So I thank you for that story. And if anybody got something they want to talk about and want me to talk about, just text it to me. Ray Black, if I was her, I would never marry again too. Make sure I still be. Exactly, Stacey, that's what I'm saying. We see people, when I say real life, regular folks like us, not millionaires, whatever, regular working folks, do that all the time. They don't remarry, they don't let their security go. When you're grown with your own children, why blame your daddy? Dr. Dre instead of your baby's daddy. Exactly. Y'all, it just be some stuff going on though. I don't know. I think if I was a kid with millions of dollars, I would get married. What they say, how many millions a year? Why would she remarry? Why would anybody remarry? Now, this other one, Vanessa Bryant, I don't like Vanessa Bryant. Well, her and her mother, which is Kobe, the one got killed in the airplane. Well, her and her mother, they reached a settlement because she was suing her daughter for some money. Talk about this lady, somebody obsessed over me and the person over there. Every morning, they want me to mention them. They telling me to make up. They don't want to call in, so that's why I ignore them. Okay. Anyway, Lane, she sued her daughter after alleged Vanessa kicked her out of the home and took back a bill gifted to her by Kobe Bryant. So the mother felt like she was still entitled to be taken care of, because the word is it was really Kobe taking care of his mother-in-law, but he wasn't doing nothing for his real parents. So I can't respect that, but I don't really care for Vanessa, because I felt like Kobe was selfish like that because of her. You know how they say some men is pussy whooped or whatever way you want to put it, and do any everything that their mother say. that their wife say. That's what from listening to this whole story, that's what I got from that. Anyway, JC said nobody wins when the family feuds, but unfortunately, Vanessa Bryan and her mother have been at it in court last year. Sophia Lane came forward with accusation that Vanessa kicked her out the home and took back a vehicle that was gifted to her by her late Kobe Bryant. Lane would appear on a televised interview to air out her family's dirty laundry, and later she filed a lawsuit against her daughter. See, that right there is dysfunctional. Even the mother is still entitled. Kobe was taking care of her, you know, but not his parents and not her daughter. So her daughter sounded like she was just selfish. She didn't want nobody to get nothing. But see, I'm going by only what we're hearing and seeing in the news. It could be the other way around. I don't know. Anyway, Lane also stated that prior to his passing, Kobe told his mother-in-law that he would provide for her for the remainder of her life. And the grandmother alleged she officially employed by the family as a nanny at a rate of $96 per hour. So she's saying she was the nanny, not just the grandmother, the nanny, and they was paying her $96 an hour, and that she would be taking care of the rest of life. And that's a deal that her daughter wasn't holding. So according to this, she won her lawsuit. But I wonder that evidently they must have a contract to that effect, saying that that would happen like that. I don't know, Voodoo, if he made a contract with her like that, saying that $96 an hour for being a nanny, raising the kids, because you know they had to do a lot of traveling, and that she didn't have nothing to worry about for the rest of her life, and they got a contract to that effect, well, I think that maybe she should continue to honor it. Or just give her a lump sum and get rid of her. I mean, evidently they got a contract of some sorts. Now, I mean, I'm only just voicing my opinion, but that's just the way I see it. Let me see, y'all. Let me get this gadget together over here. That's the way I see it. Can y'all hear and see me? Let me see something. Okay, let's see something here. I got my gadget in my hand. I got my gadget in my hand. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay, good. Y'all hear me? Okay. Vanessa says she hasn't taken care of the kids, and when they did, the kids were younger. Well, the deal was for them to be their nanny. I think Vanessa don't want to honor it since he passed on to glory. Just read my book. Good morning. Look, I'm 2 times past grown, but if I were to fall on hard times, there is no way on God's green earth that my dad would let me or mine be home. Exactly. I wouldn't either. Even though I downgraded from a house to an apartment, we would all pack up in here like sardines. If something were to happen to my sons and they couldn't take care of their family, now we would all pack in here like sardines and look for a bigger place if need be. It is what it is. And that's another reason why I had kept my house so long. But when the boys got grown and got their own family, this and that, got their own homes and stuff, I downsized. Because first I was thinking, well, I want to leave a family home like we all did, like we all had. Then I said, no, well, then when I've gone on to glory and their dad gone on to glory, they'll have the money to put down on their home. It ain't like they're not going to get no kind of inheritance from me. It is what it is. Okay. Jessica say, read my book. I feel you on that. But yeah, they both turned on their parents. But I think Kobe was the cold-hearted. If it wasn't for his family, he wouldn't even be where he had gotten all those years. And that's Voodoo. That's if you from a functioning family. Like, I'm just going to tell y'all like it is. My husband's family is kind of dysfunctional. And, well, not kind of dysfunctional. I had to make it no secret later that one of his brothers passed. Now, when one of the other ones passed, my favorite brother-in-law, the one I really knew, well, I was making sure I was right there at his funeral and one of the cousins. But this one, and everybody from the South, all the relatives came from the South to that funeral. Nobody wanted to come to this one. But that's what I was asking y'all the other day. If somebody was extremely mean in real life, would you go to the funerals? Because when people go to funerals, they tend to say all positive stuff. He was a good man. No, they be lying. He wasn't no good man. But it's really weird that everybody from down there talking about they can't take off and travel because they got to work. Well, they took off all the other ones. They took off all the other ones. So, do you supposed to hold a grudge even after death? You know, I posed that question to y'all the other day. Now, I was going to go. I really wanted to drive. Then I said, no, I'm going to go in spirit. But then I find out that they got over 1,000 pilots on strike. Yeah, by that time I went up to the driving anyway to tell the truth about it. But then my husband said he wanted to go alone. He just wondered he gonna go to the circle and turn right back around and come home. And they not having a big reclass. They said immediate family only, and then they weren't telling some of the people that they're gonna have something at all. I don't know, y'all, just a weird situation. You know, not trying to go too deep, but it's just weird. And I'm basically saying that some people just have dysfunctional families. So that's what it all depends on. And it's dysfunctional to us maybe, but might be normal to them. Everybody's raised different. Everybody conduct themselves and their families different. I see it as dysfunctional because I know how family oriented I am and my family members are. However, there's always one in the family, you know, that's going to be a trip, of course. Everybody got one. But, you know, for the most part of it, no, I love all my family, even ones I think I'm not going to even know because they're kids. I'll be going on the glory by the time they're grown. I love them. I love all the unborn ones. I'm just family oriented like that. Good morning, fantastic. I mean, that's just me. But it's always one, because I know I got one lurking. Oh, Lord. But I still love her dearly because that's my sister's child. And if she get hurt, I'm hurt because my sister's going to be hurt. So I'm just family oriented all the way around. And I thank God for my family. Like, we would get together every year on Thanksgiving because Christmas people do their own thing. And, you know, we might visit each other, some of us or whatever. You know, it is what it is. All families operate in some level of dysfunction. However, someone somewhere in the family has moral compass. Exactly, just read my book. And all of us, like I say, have at least one. It is what it is. Yes, I got a birthday this month, Jessica B. August the 20th. What day is it, 6th? Yeah, thank God I'm gonna see another year. August the 20th. Yeah, I'll be a big girl. I'll be 21 years old. Yeah, I'll be 21 all over again. And I'm praying to see them glory years. Yes, indeed. I sure will. It's a lot of people in here say their birthdays in August. It's a lot of us Leos, the lion. Yes. Exclusively me said her birthday is the 21st. Yeah. Oh, Lord, what you plan on doing? I don't really have nothing planned. For real. But yes, it's always a big deal when you live to see another year, especially in this day and time, you know, this side of time, all this stuff going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? You're lucky for people, lucky to make it to the big 5-0. And sometimes being on YouTube, I be thinking some of the young folks don't even want to make it there. Stacey Robinson said, bless my sister, keep her so much shit between her daughters. Long story, I've told my sister, let them kids learn to grow. And another thing, though, that you mentioned that, his sister, they raised their kids, they didn't raise them to respect their uncles. I feel like it's someone down there, cuss my husband out in a minute, to where my side of the family is more like he's a blood uncle than married into the family, and he deserved that, though. The man been in my family 40 years. I had an uncle like that too. And they have the utmost respect, but they don't respect their uncles and aunties. It's just what I said, it's just a weird situation. But then they the only branch of the family that do that. And what I mean by that, all this mother, sisters, and brother kids who act like that, they the only branch that does that. So I guess that's that one in the family. So that one in the family trained her kids like that, and they in turn trained their kids like that. That's why it says one in the family. There's always one branch of the family. But the weird thing is, he's very, very family oriented. He's not like them. And it's a few of them that's not like that. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying. But for the most part, I don't know. Everybody different though. Doodle, I don't know if I'm having a party or not. If people love me that much and want to have me a little party on here, I appreciate it. But I don't have anything planned on outside of YouTube and on YouTube. But if anybody who do want to bless me and celebrate my birthday, it's August the 20th. Put it on y'all calendar. Hey, Lady Key. Oh, thank you, Lady Key. I was looking to see. I didn't know who that was sponsoring me last week. I was trying to find somebody to sponsor too, and I couldn't even remember. I wanted to pay it forward, but thank you. And I did end up sponsoring a couple people. Do everybody go to the Turbidity? Y'all need to be at the Turbidity tonight. It'd be fun. After the raffle part, we have questions, and it'd be pertaining to YouTube. You know, what's going on the tube and stuff. It'd be hella funny. It'd be messy and funny. But now the only people get mad is the ones that ain't got no sense of humor. Like the way Brianna got the list she put up every week. Some people last week, or what's that, couple weeks ago, actually got mad about the list. Exclusive said, I don't have anything planned so far. I have trips next month. Usually every year I would go to Las Vegas, spend time with my sons. I didn't go last year because of the Rona. I don't know if I'm going to go this year either. But I appreciate it. And I've been winning lately for 2 weeks in a row. I've been winning. And then I got blessed with somebody's gift that didn't want theirs. And I'm loving this salt lamp, y'all. I don't know if I'm sleeping good in there because of it or not, but of course I blessed it with my blessed oil, not the holy water. And I just laid down. They say it's like burning sage. I don't know, but I blessed it and I lay down and I sleep good. Good morning, soap and wash. Y'all need to go catch it tonight. Now, I ain't gonna say the time because I get it mixed up. I keep thinking 5 o'clock my time, and lately in reality, it looks like it's been 6 o'clock my time. I think Mississippi is 2 hours ahead of me, not 3 hours. So by 5 o'clock, I just start looking so I won't miss it. Lady Key said, you've been winning because of, exactly, Lady Key, you're right. I've been winning because of you. That's true. You sponsored me a few times. I've been winning. And I love my water bottles. I showed that to y'all last week. The WGQ bottles, you put your wine, cold water, juice, whatever in it. And I think, if I'm not wrong, Deanna also has that as well as bonnets for sale. She got merchandise over there. Did y'all watch the first CSI thing Official D-Spot and Brianna did last night? I caught some of it this morning. It was pretty good. You should have seen when they were showing Kim Kardashian's butt. You can tell the fake butt because the thigh's too little for it. I don't know why that came to mind, but I'm gonna put the list up, y'all. I'm on the list. I'm third on the list, though. I told Brianna why I'm on the list third, because I needed prayer. Because I feel like I've been doing good, but not being messy, which I don't feel like I'm messy anyway. Now, some would say that, but I would say, no, who is the messiest old lady on here? No, I think that Pat Nicholson takes that honor. Woo. But I'm the third on the list. It's, latest post. Let me read this list. Why am I'm third on the list? The first one on the list is Ness No Mess. She made the #1 spot this week because many petty billers allege she's never had a landlord. The shade of it all. Well, the word is she live in a shack behind the house, and that's why she be sitting outside under all those wires when, trying to get some internet, what you call it, Wi-Fi or whatever, to do it live. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I hear. And a couple of times she first started doing live, I peeked over there because I don't really watch her. She just wanted my cup of tea. That's what she was doing. Now, second, Miss Playful. I don't know why. Don't know too much about Miss Playful, but here I am, third. I'm the third on the list. The fourth on the list is Miss Pizarro. The fifth on the list is Dimples. Now, is Dimple on the list because of what Kwani said, the glory hole, how she be licking those little sausages? We don't know who have that on that sausage on one side and she be on the other side licking it. I don't know, but I'm assuming. Now, we know Fabi on the list is she #6 because she's a big liar. Oh my God. Speaking of Five Baby, yeah, we'll come back and talk about that. Because Lipstick Alley had the whole Zoom meeting on there. And baby, they were dragging by. I wonder, is that a show? Is that for show? Now, 7 on the list is Dory for pretending that she's a mobster. Well, word is she acted and sounded like Big Inch from the Mob Wives. And then Joyce is number 8 for being in a little tiny dress. You know, the dress too little for her. Uncle Viv, strong face. That's Vivian. They said she got a strong face with a mustache. Lady Nika's number 10. I guess she on there, you know, for prayers. I guess she requested prayer like I did, but I'm 3rd. I must be on there for a lot of stuff. And number 11 is Kaya. Number 12 is Betty White for chasing rats. But anyway, y'all, I got to kick out the list. I said, oh, Lord, I'm 3rd. That's something fun, but I'm not going to be on much longer. I got 15 more minutes for the top of my hour. If anybody want to talk about anything, they can. But like I say, go watch official D-Spot first. It's called CSI, Celebrity Stunts and Investigations. Now, let me see. The Kim Kardashian part was the funniest to me. Yeah, Big Angel, everybody girl, bless her soul, rest in peace. Everybody liked the Big Ange. But anyway, you know, she talked like a mob wife. I guess that's what they meant. But baby, when they showed Kim's little butt, they showed her, you know, how they photoshopped the picture. And then they showed her when the picture wasn't photoshopped. Oh, Lord, it looked nasty. It looked unnatural. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm finna show this to y'all. I'm finna show y'all this butt. I'm finna show y'all this butt. It looked totally unnatural. And I hope y'all can see it. Let me show y'all this butt. I hope y'all seeing it. Can y'all see it? Did y'all see it? That's Kim Kardashian's butt. Now y'all know her legs too little for that butt. Let me show y'all again. Oh my God. Y'all know her legs too little. That's just how bad they want a butt. Now, they also showed, let me see, the one, now this one looked more natural, whoever that is. Can y'all see it? If y'all can't see it, go on over there to official D-Spot. Yeah. So that part right there had me rolling, roll high, rolling on the floor. Roll high. Oh, Jesus on the main line. Bless, did you hear Kaya drag Frankie? No, and that's why Kaya on that list is number 11. Okay, because Kaya tend to do her shows, and then she showed again. Well, first it'd be members only. I'm not a member there. Then she will repost it. Can I see it? Where is it, Maybeth? I want to see it. And good morning. That's why she on that list. You right, Stop and watch. Yuck. And remember when they used to say Kim butt was real, and she even on one of the episodes went and took X-rays of her butt to prove that her butt was real. She've always have had that fake butt. I know it looked morcellated. Well, how you pronounce it? Morcellated beef. I'm thinking it sounds. You must mean some chopped up beef. What that be? There's clips of it on YouTube. It's bad. She dragged that woman in death. Oh, really? Where is that, y'all? I want to find it. It's actually on one of her up-to-date shows. I remember I used to be watching Kaya faithfully. I would be on her Facebook page, the whole 9 yards. But then somehow I started watching other YouTube more. I used to love it. I found her when they first doing the court. I found the court that January, and her and T.S. Madison, they broke up that February, but I watched all the back episodes. But where is it? Somebody tell me which one where I can find it at, because I'm not gonna look for all the shows. Why she drag that lady? Kaya! Oh, here it is. Kaya drags Keisha Cole deceased mom, Frankie. Oh, it's up 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Can I speed that up? I sure want to play it. Do Kaya? Yeah, Kaya probably got that kind of company that flags. Oh, is Kaya a flagger? Oh, a lot of people put it up there. Kaya dressed Keisha Cole's deceased mother, Bobby Cobat. Who else? Somebody named the Golden Woman posted it. And My Life with Naya posted it. The wife was in the car. The wife was in the car with him. Voodoo, that said, was it true? Voodoo, where was it? Okay, we gotta talk about now. That's why I be wanting y'all to be telling. See, I gotta get this check, and now I want to know everything. Man gravy, oh my God. I had never heard a man semen described like that before. Shout out to Slappy. She said that Dimples have a whole family reunion in her stomach for swallowing all that man gravy. She swallowed all those kids. Dimple, you here? Oh, you gonna watch my replay because you're not here. I'm gonna bless too. But she said she do be flagging, huh? Yeah, if I had played it, I was gonna speed it up, but I'm gonna listen to it. Golden Woman is a good one to watch, really. But anyway, I don't know if y'all knew about the man gravy, but I said I had never ever heard about man gravy before. I've been learning a lot of stuff on here, and I'm still laughing at that. You're right, Soapy Watch. She said she got a whole family reunion in her belly. Say she just be sucking on it. The hole be in the wall, the glory hole, and whatever come through there that look like resemble penis. She got down there, put her mouth on it, and got busy. Therefore, she swallowed everything that came out of it. Therefore, she called it man gravy. Man gravy, a flat pea. Ooh, Jesus on the main line, tell me where I'm at. I wish she didn't flag. I sure would play, but that's all right. I'll watch it. I bet you it's hella funny. I'm gonna watch it. Y'all know I might be back once I watch it. Right, yes, he was. He was charged with attempted first degree, aggravated second degree murder, battery, and a few other things. Oh, okay. Wow. She be flagging, huh? Yeah, I used to watch her faithfully, y'all. I would wait. I knew she was coming on every week. So with that said, I'm gonna be off here in about 7 more minutes. I've been on here 52 minutes. Let me reiterate, y'all. We got another officer that thinks he's entitled to only do 3 years for taking another black man's life. Just because they sued it, only got $2.25 million. And I said only, that's not a lot of money for somebody's soul. Living like that woman want her sign back. But they were suing for what, 30 million, and they gave them chump change compared to what they were suing for. So instead of murder, they dropped the charges down to manslaughter. Okay, they were totally out of line. The family tore that courtroom up. Talking about he can expunge. He then can expunge his record after 3 years, meaning if he go on another job, so another city or state somewhere, he can probably be an officer somewhere else, and they look at his record and be like he ain't done nothing because he'd be expunged. No. I probably would have did more than tear that caught up. Y'all, that's a darn root to shame. Then Dr. Dre's daughter with 4 kids says she's homeless. I didn't even get around to the COVID and all that stuff. I might come back later on Bless Watkins. I wanted to come on here and do some news. Yeah, so I don't know. Then, like I say, I think D-Spot, I'm not for sure. I think they're going to be doing this every week. But y'all go over there and catch that. Because he showed Kim Kardashian's fake booty. Now, they know their legs be too little. Kate Michelle even said that it's hard walking around with something heavy, almost a butt hanging down to your knees. I think it was either Brianna or or D-Spot. The other guy, I think it was Roman News that was on there. I can't remember his name. They said something about how she walked around too with that butt touching the back of her knees. Y'all, I did want to talk about that Zoom meeting, but I'm going to do that later. Basically, that's it. So I want to thank y'all for coming. Actually, I got 5 more minutes, but I'm going to thank y'all for coming. Turkey body. Let me read some of y'all comments. Soap and Wash said, turkey, gobble, gobble body. Gobble, 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 a gobble body. It had craters in it, y'all. It looked like the moon. It did. It looked like the moon. Go see it again for yourself. It looked like the moon. I think the funniest thing I heard all week, like I said, was about the man gravy situation, because I had never heard nobody describe that like that. Yeah, Doodoo, she got to have it taken out. Now I'm quite sure K. Michelle went the wrong way and did hers. It started poisoning her. She had it went all down her legs. She paid $30,000 or more to get it removed or whatever. She had the money to do that, you know. And even when she did a performance, she told her story and she's being transparent. And she did a performance where she brought her little IV, that little pole that you hang the IV bottles on. She brought that and sat down and did a whole performance because she didn't mind nobody see what she was going through. And I think she did that to let ladies know, please don't do that. Y'all gonna be like me, toting the pole around with hanging IV bottles on the stage, you know, with the needle in your arm and the fluid or whatever going in your body. But I'm quite sure Kim Kardashian probably went abroad somewhere and paid $100,000 or more to call herself doing it the proper way, but there's no proper way because your body still can reject that. Her body too little for that big old butt. Thank you, Jessica. Y'all, I'm gonna go. When she's 80 years old, her butt still be steady. I doubt it. I think some of the fluid. Well, first of all, I heard they got to keep that up when they're doing that. They got to keep that up. That's what I hear. I don't know how true it is, but I think they got to keep that up. Let's get the music play. I'm gonna get away. Let's keep on back someday. It's time to be Big G Little. If y'all want to be the old girl, little blessing, I don't know. I don't have that sign up there with that. I don't know. I thought I did, but I ain't put it there. Super chat sign, but that's fine. Y'all can cash at me. The people gonna take it anyway. Girl, YouTube don't let you have nothing. They want 30% of everything. I mean, everything. Y'all start getting their diamonds ready for me, please. Y'all start getting their diamonds ready. Thank you guys for came on over here for Blessed today. Thank you. I'm always amazed that somebody do be want to talk about other stuff. So y'all know when I come over here, that's what it is. So thanks for coming. Hey, drop the diamonds, y'all. Eat some water. Let me have a piece of watermelon with y'all. These are sweeter than the red watermelons. Keep telling y'all the old girl still got it. Y'all think that's why Stanky Baby jealous of me? Cause I ain't got nothing hanging down here and have to do all this. No. And I birthed more than one. Don't hate me because I'm fine. I've been fine all my life, Stanky Baby. And whoever else that's jealous. They say that old lady acting all crazy. You just better pray you get to my age and you be able to act crazy too. And you still could be limber and jumping up. Woo.